Okay, friends, here is day one of our March Madness individual bracket. We are gonna start with abs. So we've got all things Midwest and abs. We have 8 supersets, which means 16 different exercises. And each one's a pair, so we have 8 supersets. Let me show you what we're going to do. If you have mat, that will make this way more comfortable. If you don't, whatever, choose carpet. Your first superset is straight leg wiper and a bird dog. So straight leg wiper means you lay on your back. I just put my hands down to stabilize, and legs are as straight as you can get them, and you drop them down to one side, back up to the middle, over to the other side. So when I did these, I went left and right, and that counted as 1. So then left and right, 2, left, right, 3. Now, it's asking a lot of your core to lower all the way down. So your options are to shorten how far you go and just maybe go to a 45, to spread those arms out instead of narrowing your base of support. Or, even though it's a straight leg raise, the easiest thing on your back actually is if you bend those knees and you do it this way. Bird dog. I think this is the right way to do a bird dog. So we're gonna get on all fours and you're gonna raise opposite arm and leg and bring it back in. Your goal is to keep everything super stable. You're not rocking side to side as you lift one hip and then the other. Okay? And then since you're doing opposites, again, each time you get both sides done, that's 1 repetition. Superset 2 is a bicycle crunch and a dead bug. So on your back for both of these, you bicycle crunch, hands behind your head, opposite elbow to knee, come back to the middle and go back. So you can go nice and slow like this and meet in the middle, or you can just crank them out and keep moving. Dead bug. So same starting position, arms are gonna go up, legs are gonna be in tabletop, and then what you're gonna do is drop opposite leg and arm. So if my left leg straightens out, my right arm goes back and I bring it back to the middle. Your core stays super tight, and when you think about pushing it down into the floor, and then the left arm goes back, right leg out. It's a fun coordination exercise. Okay, so right arm, left arm, that's 1. Right arm, left arm, that's 2. If it's too much strain on your back, or you feel like you can't stabilize your pelvis and you can't keep it planted, you can still do opposite, but you're going to keep those feet planted on the floor. I have a hard time not like doing that. Superset 3, side plank hip dips and toe taps laying on your back. You're going to get on one side. The easiest way to do them is to keep both knees down on the ground. Let me pull this in, and you lift your hips off the ground, okay? Next version up is if your feet are not stacked, because that would be the most advanced, but if you put one foot in front of the other and lift off the ground. So you do which one feels most comfortable to you, and then we have toe taps. So you're gonna go on your back again, put your feet straight up, and you're gonna alternate the taps. 1, 2, 3. That's upper core in that one. Number 4 is leg raises and flutter kicks. So we're gonna go on our backs again, rotate over. Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 options for this. So the kindest way to do it to your body is to stick your hands underneath your glutes, put those feet up, and I guess this would be a glute raise kind of, but you're trying to lift your butt off your hands and slowly lower. We don't want to just slam back down. We want to go up, push the ceiling, and lower back down. So that's one way of doing leg raises, or I'm sure the intended way is doing this motion. Most of us can't go all the way down. So then I want you to try this. Short halfway and back up. What I want you to focus on is that your lower back is flat against the ground. It's not rocking forward and backward or tipping side to side. And then that core is squeezed down together, pushing the floor. Okay, once you feel an arch starting, you've gone far enough and you need to come back up. Number 5 is a plank with toe rocking and twists. So for our plank, I'm gonna go on my forearms, toes out, and then what I want to do is rock forward. That's 1, 2, 3, like that. If you can't get those knees off the ground, you're just gonna go here, and you can count. Hold this one. Oh, twists. Okay. So butt down. You can keep your feet on the ground, and then I'm just gonna hold my notebook. You can hold a water bottle. You don't have to hold anything, but you're gonna tap side to side. So we're doing twists. You just keep your hands together, and then more advanced, you can lift those feet off the ground. Okie dokie, moving right along. Number 6 is like all things crunches. So we have elbows, both elbows to knees, and then cross crunches. So a little upper and then a little oblique. So, hands behind your head. And I call these V crunches, but I Googled it, the rest of the world does it. Keep those elbows out till you get up. Crunch those knees to your elbows. Okay. And then the next move is cross crunches. So you can just do one side like this and lift a leg up, or you can cross one foot over the other and you crunch over, doing the same side for the allotted number of repetitions you're going for, and then crunching over to the other side. Almost done. Number 7, we have heel touches and a regular crunch. Feet are about hip width apart, and you're going to reach to the outside of your ankles. 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then our last one is regular old crunch, so feet flat on the ground. I want your chin up, lift up, gaze at the ceiling, back down. Okay, 8th one, mountain climbers. We're switching it up because I always get tired on those. And scissors. So for our mountain climbers, we're just gonna run them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. But I don't want you to let everything sag. I want you to think about keeping it super tight while you're running. And then scissors. So lying on your back. For scissors, I'll put my hands underneath my bum. And you can scissor. One leg goes up and over, and then the other one goes up and over. 1, 2, 3. If you feel like that's too much strain on your stomach, you're gonna stay up higher so that your back stays flat against the ground. You cross. And that is all things Midwest and abs. All right, see you in the next video for a different body part.